Alright, back with chapter 19 of Exodus. Talks about Israel at Mount Sinai. This is on the third new moon, after the people of Israel had gone out of the land of Egypt. On that day, they came into the wilderness of Sinai, or the Sinai Peninsula today, which is of course claimed, which is a part of Egypt now. It says they set from Rehoboam and came to the wilderness of Sinai, and they encamped in the wilderness. There Israel encamped before the mountain while Moses went up to God. The Lord called to him out of the mountain, saying, "Thus you shall say to the house of Jacob," which is Israel, tell the people of Israel, you yourselves have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I bore you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now therefore, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my commandment, and keep my covenant, you shall be my treasured possession among all people, for all the earth is mine, and you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words that you shall speak to the people of Israel. Now, I'm going to go back and read that over again. It says, it's verse chapter 4. You yourselves have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I bore you on the eagle's wings and brought you to myself. So God had chosen Israel to be His people. See, God chooses us to choose Him. It says, now therefore, if you will indeed obey my voice and keep my covenant, you shall be my treasured possession among all the people. So God's saying, if you obey my commandments, He's telling Israel, you will be my people. For all the earth is mine. Of course, everything belongs to God. Heaven in itself, the universe, earth and hell, all belongs to God, because of course He made it. And you shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation, which is of course Israel today. These are the words that you shall speak to the people of Israel. So Moses came and called the elders of the people and set before them all these words that the Lord had commanded him. All the people answered together and said, all the Lord has spoken, we will do. And Moses reported the words of the people to the Lord. The Lord said to Moses, behold, I am coming to you in a thick cloud, that the people may hear what I speak with you, and may also believe you forever. When Moses told the words of the people to the Lord said to Moses, go to the people and consecrate them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their garments, and be ready for the third day. For on the third day the Lord will come down on Mount Sinai, which is in the Sinai Peninsula today in Egypt, in the sight of all the people. He shall set limits for the people all around, saying, take care not to go up in the mountain, or into the mountain, or touch the edge of it, because it will be holy. It will be a holy mountain, because God is there, and God is holy. So that's why He's saying, He's telling the people, don't even touch the mountain, or you will die, because God is holy, and no sin can come to Him. So, just take care not to go up the mountain or touch the edge of it. Whoever touches the mountain shall be put to death, like I just said. No hand shall touch him, but he shall be stoned or shot, whether beast or man, he shall not live. But when the trumpet sounds a long blast, they shall come up to the mountain. So Moses went down from the mountain to the people and consecrated the people, and they washed their garments. And he said to the people, be ready for the third day. Do not go near a woman. Now, of course, the third day is very interesting, because the third day is when Christ rose from the tomb, which was on Sunday. So, third day is very key to God, because of course, I said on the third day, He's saying here on the third day He's going to basically reveal the Ten Commandments to the Israelites. Also on the third day, Jesus is of course God, rose in the tomb on the third day, which is a Sunday. So it's just very interesting. Of course, the third day is always a key about that. So on the morning of the third day, there were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud on the mountain, and a very loud trumpet blast, so that all the people in the camp trembled. Then Moses brought the people out of the camp to meet God, and they took their stand at the foot of the mountain. Now Mount Sinai was wrapped in smoke, because the Lord had descended on it in fire. The smoke of it went up like a smoke of a kiln, and the whole mountain trembled greatly, because it's at the presence of God. And when God shows up, the whole earth's the whole creation, the whole universe is going to shake at His presence. God. He made it. You know, and creation knows that, and that's why creation trembles at God. And as the sound of the trumpet grew louder and louder, Moses spoke, and God answered him in a thunder. The Lord came down on Mount Sinai to the top of the mountain, and the Lord called Moses to the top of the mountain, and Moses went up. And the Lord said to Moses, Go down and warn people lest they break through to the Lord to look, and many of them perish. Also let the priests who come near to the Lord consecrate themselves, lest the Lord break out against them. And Moses said to the Lord, The people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for you yourself warned us, saying, Set limits around the mountain and consecrate it. And the Lord said to him, Go down and come up, bringing Aaron with you. But do not let the priest and the people break through to come up to the Lord, lest he break out against them. So Moses went down to the people and told them. This is very interesting here. Basically, what's happening is Moses is calling, or God's telling Moses to call people up to the mountain, but for them not to touch the mountain. Of course, the mountain would be holy. If anyone touched the mountain, they would surely die, because God's holy, no sin can't come to him. But God's telling Moses, bring people to the mountain, so that God can basically, you know, and he also tells Aaron, he also tells Moses to bring Aaron up there also. So God can reveal the Ten Commandments to Moses and Aaron, and then to the people. So that's basically what chapter 19 is about, and I'll be right back with chapter 20.